Hi everyone, we're going to continue with our series of Catalyst and our second steps. Juan is going to present to us how to model data and other features. Are you there, Juan?
Yes, I'm right here, Miguel.
Excellent.
So guys, in the last video, we created a data definition person. And what we are going to do now is that we are going to create a data definition address. We are going to create a local storage-based data definition again, and it will be on the demo package. Okay, and this will be the address data definition. Okay, we have our address data definition, and if I go to the data structure tab, I can see that there is nothing there. And we will say that our address has, let's say, text and a postal code, and it will also have a city. To create the city, I'm going to use a select one field to show you this feature. So I'm going to create the possible cities here. As I live in the Netherlands, I'm going to include some of the most important cities here. Two. Utrecht will be number 3. And we will also add Maastricht as the number 4. And of course, we need to add Den Haag. Great. So now we have a standard set of options here, and we will say that Amsterdam is the default choice. Great. So now we have an address that has a text, a postal code, and a city. I save it, and all my fields are there. And now I need a way to relate this to the person, because every person has one and only one address, or at least that's what we're going to model here. So what we'll do to add the address to the person is that we are going to the person data definition, and we are going to add a data structure field to the person. I add the data structure field, and I will call this address. By the way, have you noticed that when I name a field, I start with a lowercase letter? And when I name a data definition, I start with an uppercase letter? This is a convention that we follow when doing Catalyst. Later on, we will learn how to do scripting, and you will understand why we do this. It makes your life easier. Now we have our field added. Now we have to define the relationship. We will say that the field address is a field of type address. And this will create the relationship between the person and the address. We have also to specify what type of relationship is this one. We can have a reference or an embedded relationship. This will tell Catalyst how to store the data. We are going to store it as a reference. And what does this mean? It means that the address and the person can live one independently of the other. If we choose embedded, what will happen is that the address will be part of the person. And if I delete a person, the address will also be deleted. And the relationship mode, we will say that this is an only one relationship because one person has only one address in our case. Let's save this, and when we saved it, the relationship is now fully configured. And right now, everything works just as it did. So we need to quickly add a form and a table for our address. We will do it very quickly. We have the form named new address. And we will create a table. We'll go back here and we will create a table named addresses. Okay, we are ready with this. We have both of our forms. So now I'll go to the person data definition again, and we want that when we are adding a new person, we want the user to be able to fill the address directly. So we will edit our previous form, and we are going to drag the address field to the form. Now we have a form, and here by default it was defined as a data definition subform, which is exactly what we want. We save the form and we get a warning. It says that something is not configured here. Okay, let's see what is not configured here. We'll click on the address field, and we have to tell our form which subform it has to use. So here we will select the form new address and save it. Now everything went smoothly. And we could leave it there. Go to the data management tab and click on the add record button. And now, as you can see, we have the person form and we have the address form. And this is not really nice to see for the user. So we are going to make a couple of modifications here. We will go and we are going to edit the address form. So here we go, we click on address, we check our views, and we are going to edit our new address form. And what we will say is that the text for the address will be a text area. I select it as the widget. And I will say that the user will select the city from a drop-down. I save this, and that should make things better. Let's go again to person, to the data management tab, and check the add record form. Great. Now we have something that is a little bit nicer to see. Great. But a form is kind of useless if I can only see it on the administration part of our site. So our next step will be to go to the library site and add a form and a table so that we can see the persons we have created. This is very simple. We will navigate to the site pages of the administration part of the library site, and we can see here that we don't have any pages in the public part of the site, nor in the private side of the part. So I'm going to add a private page, and this private page will be called named people. It will have a one column layout, and I will add the page. So now if I say view pages, the page is added in a new tab. And what I'm going to do here is add a portlet that allows me to show the page. So I go to the add applications, and here I see the catalyst tab, which I can expand, and I'm going to choose a table visualizer portlet, and I'm going to add it. When I just add the portlet, it will tell me it's not configured. I'm going to edit the preferences of the portlet, and when I edit the preferences of the portlet, I select which data definition I want to use. In this case, it will be person, and which table I want to use. It will be the people table. And I'm going to specify which form I want to use to add records and which one to edit records. In this case, we only have one form, and this single form will serve for both purposes. If I return to the page, I see the table, the people table, and if I click here, I can see I can see the new person form. And this is it. What do you think about it?
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. I think our audience, viewers will be happy about it. Keep on tuning in, and we'll keep on telling you how it works and all the wonderful things you can do with Catalyst. Have a great day.
Bye bye.